In the 1950s, the battle for civil rights was fought in the classrooms.
I believe we've got to have laws that go along with education and understanding.
In southern states, Jim Crow laws had created separate but equal school systems that were anything but. At the time, Alabama would spend 60% more on its white students than for its blacks.
And Supreme Court or no Supreme Court, we are going to maintain segregated schools down in Dixie.
But in 1954, the Supreme Court ruled unanimously in Brown versus the Board of Education that segregated schools were unconstitutional. The court's decision would dismantle institutional segregation in America, but not its effect.
Despite, Brown versus the Board of Education, 1954, black students are just not doing well in our schools, especially if they're male.
The numbers are bleak. More than half of African American teens who start high school never finish. Blacks who do graduate are about 4 years behind their white counterparts in reading and math. In many schools, the achievement gap has turned into a gulf.
That makes it that much more important to focus on this group to try to help some of them beat the odds.
You have an opportunity to study or go out, and both events happen at 2 o'clock. Which one are you going to choose?
LSI researchers Donna Ford and Gil Whiting have spent years studying underachieving black students. It's their mission to put the research to work.
Study that you just mentioned. Do these ideas that we create in the academy, in the Ivy Tower, do these ideas actually work?
I respect my family.
To test their theories, they designed the Scholar Identity Institute, an academic summer camp for young black males.
I work with my parents, teachers, and counselors to achieve academic success.
When we get a young man thinking that it is okay to carry a book bag and it doesn't affect his masculine identity, then we've affected him in the classroom and in society.
I'm a king.
The teens are members of the 100 Kings, a mentoring group created by the 100 black men of Middle Tennessee.
What I've learned in there is a lot because I've never had nobody to mentor me in my life. I've never had a father.
We're trying to get into their mindsets that, you don't need these gangs. You don't need these young men who are around you telling you need to sling drugs.
First group.
You don't need these things to be fully fulfilled.
Let's go, come on.
Part leadership training.
You gotta do it together.
Part self-help group.
I will take advantage of every opportunity.
The 10-Day Institute is designed to raise consciousness,
The grades are doing this,
to shatter myths.
but the social popularity is doing this.
It is perfectly okay and more than acceptable to be black, male, and intelligent. There are lots of them out there, and they need to see it and they need to believe it.
And to me, that's a sign of respect.
Many of these young men face just about every barrier to learning that exists. Lack of positive role models, underprepared teachers, poverty, struggles that affect their classroom performance.
Whenever a problem occurred, I would think the worst of it. I couldn't do it if I had to struggle with it. I just thought I couldn't do it, no matter how hard I tried.
Black youngsters who try to stick to their studies often find themselves taunted by their peers for acting white.
Basically, if you're an achiever and you like to achieve or overachieve, if you're involved in extracurricular activities in school, you're acting white, man. Why are you acting white? You're selling out to the black people. Why are you acting white? And it really hurts.
The racial slur is so harsh that some black students will consciously underperform in class to avoid the charge.
They have the potential to do it, but they don't do it. And that's the problem today. You have the potential, but you won't use it.
Now the key is this.
So we're working with a generation of students that's very difficult to reach, but we still can't give up on them.
1, 2, 3.
I think to get someone to believe in themselves first, you have to believe in them.
What about I could do anything, can achieve anything?
Because academic apathy is rampant among this group, Whiting and Ford target the attitudes and behaviors students need in order to excel.
What was it I would say? Can you be in school every day? Can you do the lessons, read the plans, write the papers, take the examinations, move on to the next grade, those things there?
So I have to go circle it, look it up, And that's how you increase your vocabulary.
So you may be planting the first seed in their mind to get them thinking that the future is real and I am in control of most of that.
It was a message these young men took to heart.
I will actually do my work. I will apply some of the stuff that I learned here into the 9th grade work that I'm going to do.
I've learned that I can be whoever I want to be. And if I have the right mindset, I can do whatever I need to do.
Okay, this is the compass.
The Vanderbilt program centers on activities that challenge the mind,
All right.
build confidence.
197 degrees.
Yes, we're teaching them to navigate in the world because believing that they can do anything is part of that navigation.
It should be somewhere around here somewhere.
For black youth, it's easy to get lost in a world that's often too quick to judge.
You gotta know yourself before you can really get out there. Because if you don't know yourself, you're just gonna get lost.
I will believe in myself. Now you guys should really get this one.
My hope, my dream is that all of them truly have a better attitude about learning.
Donna Ford and Gil Whiting believe you must get involved to have an impact.
Teamwork works.
So if we can save one of them, then I think we save more than just that individual. We save a little piece of humanity.